Welcome everyone. Just to let you know, about 20 minutes ago we had a hawk flying overhead, was screeching. Maybe he'll come back, he or she, I don't know, but it would have definitely added to what we are having here. So my name's Anne Marie Graham Hudak, and welcome to the Zibiwes Nature Area Naming. I'd also like to say welcome to the sun. Let's do that. On behalf of Canton Township, I'd like to thank each of you for attending this special community celebration. We are very grateful to have all of you here as we come together to celebrate the designation of this parcel of undeveloped land that covers 134 acres and recognize it under its new name, the Zibiwes Nature Area. We are honored and humbled today to be joined by several members of the Poke Band of Potawatomi who will be sharing their culture and remembered histories with us through stories about this land's original stewards with an invocation and prayer, as well as with joyful dance and regalia. I'd like to take a moment to recognize some of our distinguished guests who helped us arrive here at this destination. If you could please stand when I call your name. Treasurer Diane Slavens, Clerk Michael Segrist, Trustee Kate Berninski, Trustee Tanya Ganguly, Trustee Summer Foster, and Trustee Stephen Snyderman. As I mentioned, some of our congresspeople and state senators will be here, and we know those who are not here are with us in spirit, because many wanted to be here but could not join us. Terry Campbell will be coming also today. She's a regional manager from the office of Senator Debbie Stabenow. So with the help of Senator Stabenow and her office, Canton Township was introduced to the Poke Band Representatives Outreach Board, who was able to provide us with valuable research and information about the history of this land, as well as the foliage and animals that inhabit this natural area. The group ultimately recommended the name Zibiwes, which means creek. It's very fitting as the south branch of Fellows Creek runs through this entire area. So Congresswoman Debbie Dingell, you want to come on up here? So Congresswoman Debbie Dingell and Congresswoman Haley Stevens both played pivotal roles in securing $1 million in funding for the December 22nd omnibus spending package that will be used to incorporate accessible trails and a small nature-themed playground at this location. So thank you very much. In addition, we have several members of the Leisure Services Advisory Committee. So could you please stand, all of you with LSAC. Let's also give our staff a big round of applause for preparing the celebration and clearing it up and making sure that we were all here today. Nothing could be done without them. It's important to note that on May 23rd of this year, the Canton Township Board of Trustees approved the nature area designation to preserve and protect the natural habitat, woodlands, and wetlands that are located where we are right now. This commitment to protecting this natural environment within the Canton community has ensured that this parcel of land remains available for the enjoyment of all, as well as for future generations to come. To this end, the Canton Township Board of Trustees adopted an amendment to Chapter 50 of the Canton Code of Ordinances for Parks and Recreation to allow for the creation of a nature area, which would enable this land to remain a largely passive and natural environment. To assist with the development of these natural amenities within the Zibiwes Nature Area, as well as to help potential green spaces for future preservation, Canton has also established the Canton Nature Society. So we're grateful for all of the assistance that has helped make this nature area a reality. Now a word from Congresswoman Debbie Dingell. Oh, and we have Terry Campbell here also from Senator Stabenow's office. So Debbie, would you like to say a few words?
I want to thank Anne Marie for her leadership and all of the trustees and everybody in Canton. I think today, you know what, I just want to say to you how nice it is to be in Michigan on a beautiful day, enjoying God's world and being able to preserve nature and keep it that way for people. The world seems upside down right now, and to have a place that you can come and be in community, find that just that stillness and inner peace that makes you appreciate how lucky we are and the world is great. So it is your community that took the leadership in doing this, restoring this. for the native lands, but we need to do more things like this. And I wish we could get a little, it's really been a lousy week, I'm going to tell you that. And I'm worried about the world. So being with all of you and being able to support you, that's all we did. We supported your leadership.
No,
so thank you for everything that you all do.
Thank you, Debbie. Terry, would you like to say a few words from Senator Stabenow's office?
I would just say that sometimes I think I have the best job in Michigan because I get to be out on a lovely day in the community with you guys at these types of celebrations. I'm sorry I couldn't bring the boss with me. She's stuck at an airport in DC trying to get here. It's great to be with you. I'm so proud of the community and just happy that we are finally, in many ways, recognizing the origins from which all of this came and what we call home. And I'm happy to be here with you today, and I'm so proud of you guys for taking this step. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And thank you for helping introduce us to our friends, which made this naming all possible, and also making what's about to happen possible. So please join me in welcoming singer-drummer Brian Moore from the Pokeband Tribe.
Here at our Zibiwes school. This is Misho Donnie, so I get used to calling Misho for he's our elder at the school here, the grandpa.
I'm a young elder.
So he's here to help us represent the Pokemon Band and give us a nice prayer and invocation for this event.
Who's you?
Official. They're official now. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks.
Who's you? Minakas, Minanense, Mesquabanese, Minanense, Donald Sumners, Bode Wadmi Dow, Pokaganek in the Bendaguas, Magizi Dodem, Yanakik in Dojbia, Edja Zagbigon, Edja Kino Magek, McJawian, Mama Gusnan, Miigwich and Cat, Miigwich, Na Oda, Gom, Miigwich. Miigwich E O Take, Mina O Sagamak Kwe, Mina O Mishos Kode, E Abwam Get, Yuki Betchgayan. Yuksegwin say ni bin squabok say piwin e tagwaga e pinok e minok mok mina e nibnok Jayat gago say sha'anwa say ni nishkayan say ni ningoyan the minok bamadzian. I just said, hello, my name is Stands Forever. I'm also known as Redbird. I'm also known as Donald Sumners and Mish O'Donnell. Potawatomi, I'm a tribal member of the Pokagon Band of Potawatomis. We're from southwestern Michigan. I didn't say that though. That's just known. I'm an Eagle Clan member. I work at our Head Start, Zogbigon. Head Start, 3 to 5 year olds. That's the only school we have so far, but we're in the process of weighing out what's better. COVID kind of put a damper for everybody as far as how we commune with one another. I was very happy to come here today. I got a really good feeling about what we were doing here today. Well, about, not we, I say we because I'm talking now, but I mean we, about what's going on here. And I was thinking about some of our prophecies and how our prophecies talk about picking up what was left behind, and we're in that time of the of our prophecies. And we think we're in that time, and we think that there's it's where the our relationship with the people who come from across the big water came here, and then that forced us to go to where we had to go because we were out on the East Coast. Our prophecies told us that we would keep picking up friendships with the new people, but they would come to a point where they have to make a choice. And we believe that choice is with technology or with nature. And that came very clear to me today when I came here, and that's what grandfathers were telling me, was that it's good that you're doing what you're doing. It's admirable, and like was spoken before, the state of being that the world is in right now. We need more communion like this amongst one another. It don't matter what race you are. Deep down inside, that has nothing to do with who you are or how you think or what you feel. That's one thing I hope that everybody can start reinvigorating amongst all those people out there who are misguided and following, well, that's another thing our prophecy said, there'd be false prophets. And trust me, there's a lot of false prophets out there. And to always stay true. When I say stay true, I mean like we don't see eagles flocking or mating with ducks. We don't see moose mating with deer. That's the original instructions. The Creator gave those instructions to all of Earth's animals. He gave original instructions. And this is part of our original instructions, is sharing what we know. It's not ours to keep, it's to share. It's not to be cast aside and forgotten about. That's why we have these people here representing us today with dance, with drum. It's the way our people have always practiced their reverence for the Creator. What I said in my prayer was, thank you for the eastern, the southern, the western, and the northern directions, those grandfathers. We welcome them in with a song. We welcome in all those spirits that are here, that have been here. We also thank the Creator for the 4 seasons: spring, summer, fall, and winter. Without those many people, I think, in this world, I think my grandson's one of them. We don't realize what importance that is upon us as humans. You don't realize how important animal lives, vegetations. He don't realize where all that stuff is. He thinks apples grow in Walmart or something. You don't know that, bananas don't come from Harding's or Myers. But he's starting to get a grasp. He's just turning that age, 16. He's learning how to drive, and that's good for him. But the thing is, the original instructions, so this is what our people always have done, and it's passed down through centuries to our people. I like to keep that in mind, because that's the future. I sometimes make our some of our newly formed tribal members uneasy when they come up and they talk to me about the 7 grandfather teachings. And I tell them, whoa, I don't know, that's new age stuff, that 7 grandfather teachings. Because we're brought up to remember and honor the 3 generations before us, this generation, and the next 3 generations. That's the 7 generations that I know of. I don't know about being arrogant and saying I can see 7 generations ahead. So that I used to keep this stuff in me, but I'm getting to that age where I think I have to start saying that stuff so that it'll be here, because I don't think I'm going to be here 100 years from now. So that stuff needs to be rethought of and not reinvented, but resparked, like we're doing here. This is exactly what that prayer was what I prayed about. I prayed about the 4-legged, the 2-legged. I prayed about the winged ones. I prayed about those that swim, those that creep and crawl. I prayed about the medicines. Those medicines are listening to us. That's why we have the tobacco. The tobacco gave up its spirit for us humans, that we could light it, and that smoke would go up to the Creator and take our prayers up there. Or that tobacco offered its spirit, that we could lay that tobacco down and offer up our prayers. These are original instructions. These things just aren't fables, they're a way of life. They're good to remember, and I always include that in my prayer. And I told you that I was from Hartford, Michigan, and that I'm just happy to have been here, and thank you very much.
From the Pokagon Band, we are going to have Julie Dye, who is chair of our Representation Outreach Board. She's also a member of the Michigan Caucus. Initiative a caucus? Yes.
Bonjour, Jaya Ginwa. Michigan Owen Dodem, Bodwe Wad Miendao. Pokaganinia Indemendagwas. My spirit name is Angry Cloud Woman, and I am vice chair of our Representations Outreach Board. We were invited to come here today. Also honored, a member of our Representation Outreach Board is Rhonda Keene. She's also one of our tribal council people. I would like to thank everyone who was involved in this project. It is, I would just like to say that reclaiming native language place names helps to preserve critically endangered languages by restoring their use in physical spaces. Historical trauma, forced assimilation, and language suppression has significantly contributed to the loss of languages. Pokagon Band is in the process of bringing our language back, teaching the young, teaching the middle-aged, and teaching the elders like me, who never were taught our language because of the boarding school situation. We know that place names, commemorative place names, were done with intent and purpose by colonists, completely disregarding what we called place names. And Zibiwes is Creek Park. We named places for what was there, not to put anyone on a pedestal or say this person was great kind of thing. We named it for what was there. So again, I would like to thank everybody from this Township Board and Ann and this whole group for this process. It is it's a wonderful thing to see our names returned to the land, place names. Kachimigwech.
Let's give him another big round of applause. So this concludes our official celebration. We'll be doing some photos by the sign. I just want to point out, did you notice that just before the prayer started, the wind took the blanket off? Did you notice that? That was also planned. So on behalf of the Canton Township Board of Trustees, I acknowledge that Zibiwes Nature Area has been established and hope that it will continue to bring everyone who visits this preserved land much joy and a chance to enjoy the fresh air as they experience the beauty of the trees, animals, flowers, wetlands, and soil beneath their feet. On behalf of Canton Township, I want to thank all of you for coming out to the Zibiwes Nature Area. As fellow travelers in the world, thank you for sharing the joy of this land with us here today. And we hope that after we take pictures that maybe some more dancing might occur so the audience can take place. Okay? Thank you, everybody.